Let's face it, going into the market now is like entering the sea where there's a school of poisonous jellyfish. It can even kill you. There's a lot of problems there coming: crisis, inflation, recession, all that, and all your money can be burned. Even housing, which was once red hot, is now left in tatters. But the manta has to work on. We live in a sea. We just build during this cycle in order to avoid the bear. The most dangerous thing is succumbing and giving up, because we are going forward, and only then can we achieve success. So here now is the latest update from Manta Networks.
Okay, guys, here is me, here Easy. Today I'm going to talk about the Manta Network August updates. So the biggest one is on the Manta Community Challenge, where there's a prize reward of 200 for each of the topic that we tweet. Okay, the first topic is on the Zero Knowledge FM conversation with Sumo Chu and Manta Network's Q3 achievement, and also the general Zero Knowledge education. What you need to do is you need to create a Twitter thread with at least 5 tweets on the three topics just now. Okay, and if you're selected, you can win up to 200 USDC each, and they qualify for future rewards like NFT and slugs. Nice one. Okay, so then Manta Network also wrote an Medium article on zero knowledge assets and zero ZK address and ZK assets. Okay, so what type of assets that Manta Network is supporting is they support fungible ERC20 and also non-fungible ERC721, ERC1555, and this the newest non-transferable soul-bound token, privacy by default. So all the address and assets in the Manta Network have privacy by default. Okay, so the asset holder can choose whether they want to disclose their assets information to the recipient, okay, using zero knowledge proof. And they have a configurable asset policy where you can customize the access controls like KYC and having the ability to blacklist hack assets. Okay, so this is how diagram of the Manta network privacy transaction works. So if Alice want to transfer to Bob, so she can have a policy where you can choose whether she want to review her address, whether she want to review KYC policy, and then the transfer limit. And Bob cannot see whatever assets that Alice is having without Alice's approval. Okay, so for the zero knowledge ZK address systems, there are 3 parts of it. So the first part is on the spending secrets, where you need the secret key in order to spend your private assets. And there's a ZK address, which is a private address where your recipient can't see what you have, okay, unless you allows it with the viewing key. If they have the viewing key, they can view your assets, okay. Okay, so the Manta Pay works by transferring your, privatizing your Polkadot assets. Okay, the current supported ones are ZK KMA, ZK Mover, ZK KSM. Okay, and with upcoming Akala and USD and Lockdot going to be onboarded soon. Okay, then you have ZKD apps, where all the decentralized apps are private by nature. Okay, then you have your VM, where you can port over your Ethereum compatible DApps for to be run on the Manta network. So this will allows developer to quickly add privacy to their DApps. Okay, the Manta network also updated their roadmap, and they have a cleanup of the website. Okay, so you can go to this address here to have a check. So maybe we just have a review on what is on their roadmap. So what did they accomplish in Q3? They launched the testnet Dolphin V2 in July, and this testnet compared to the V1 is achieved 10 times in speed. Okay, so they have a simple and cleaner interface, and their collator program is also working well. They launched it back in mid-May. They expand to 30 operator, and now with 30 operator running, they can actually shut down its own internal collator. And they also launched Z price W web assembly challenge with 750,000 US dollar price. So this is launched together with other projects to find the solution to the zero knowledge scalability on the web assembly. And they also have open ZL, which is this zero knowledge library in June 2000 to allow developers to integrate zero knowledge into their projects without the complexity. So these are all the development libraries that are available for developers to port it to their existing program. So they also launched their cross-change library XCM, which allows Manta network to quickly connect to other parachains and start prioritizing their assets. So for now, they already complete the integration to the Karura and Moon River network. And they also launched a farming pool on the solar beam network. And for now, the yield is at about 24%. So what are the remaining tasks they have in Q3 is they want to complete their on-chain staking. So they are shifting it over to DPoS, which has major implications on their network security, incentivization, and also the tokenomics. Okay, before the Manta Pay can be launched on the Calamari, they need to complete the auditing first and the trusted setup. Okay, they need to complete this trusted setup to generate a piece of data that can be used every time a ZK circuit is run and subsequent proof is generated. And additional features for the Manta Pay network also, they will need to have account recovery function, okay, and a better user experience for Windows runtime. Okay, and on their Wednesday bikes, they discuss on the tornado cash sanctions where this US Treasury and OFAC, OFAC office, they actually sanctioned the tornado cash mixer due to the alleged 455 million stolen by Lazarus, which is sponsored by the North Korean government. Okay, so actually, Manta Network's stand is government need to understand how the blockchain works and how decentralized open source based system can be located, replicated, and operated again from everywhere else. Okay. So since this project is also an open source project, anyone can actually create another tornado cache. Okay, so this is never seen before in history, and Manta Network views it somewhat hasty as an emergency. However, they do not solve the root of the problem, okay, which is how to stop this hacking. Manta Networks works on auditability and permission to share transaction data in a self-sovereign way, in case any application or regulator requires it, and thus demonstrate that you are not a criminal without giving up your right to all your personal information. Basically, in a nutshell, it's a privacy at your discretion. Okay, so they also the talks about the ZK EVM libraries, which are libraries on the GitHub where other projects could use them and have the privacy function. The current intention for Manta Network is where the GitHub is on the GitHub is where the community can validate all their coding and be assured that everything is properly crafted and safe, because it's open for everyone to review. And ZK Open ZK library is for developers who do not have knowledge on cryptography, can also quickly integrate ZK proof privacy into their application. All this is on the way, but for now, the repository are enable and for more community to audit their work. And one more important item is the Karamali crowd loan that was launched in last year is already has been fully unlocked, so you can actually check your Polkadot.js to claim for your uh, Kusama token that was locked. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. Bye bye.